In this video lecture, we will see how to sketch the region enclosed by y is equals to sin x, y is equals to cos x and x-axis in the interval 0, pi. So we have to draw a graph in which we need to draw two trigonometric equations, y is equals to sin x, y is equals to cos x, and we need to plot them with the x-axis. On the x-axis, we need to plot y is equals to sin x and y is equals to cos x. And what will be my limits? 0 to pi. So when we have two trigonometric functions y is equals to sin x, y is equals to cos x, we will write the x and y variables in the table first. We will need 8 columns because we have to plot 0 to pi. So we know, as usual, in first row we will have x variable, and in second row we will have y is equals to sin x and y is equals to cos x in the third row. Why both we are taking? Because we have to plot both. It is saying in the question to plot both. That is why we are taking both. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So we know that our angles are varying from 0 to pi. So the angles will be, first will be 0 degree, next will be pi by 6. We know pi by 6 is equals to 30 degree. Then pi by 3, that is equals to 60 degree. Then pi by 2, that is equals to 90 degree. Then 2 pi by 3, that is equals to 120 degree. Then 5 pi by 6, that is equals to 150 degree. And pi, that is equals to 180 degree. So we have our table is still here, 0 to pi. Okay. So let us start. What is sine? How to solve? This is x variable, this is y variable, right? In place of x variable, substitute all these values one by one. So y is equals to sine. In place of x, substitute 0. What is sine 0? 0. Similarly, what is sine 30? 1 by 2, that is equals to 0.5. What is sine 60? Root 3 by 2. And we know the value of root 3 by 2 is 1.732. Divide and see. 2 zeros are 0. 1 minus 0 is 1, 7. Put a point. 2 8s are 16. 1, 3. 2 6 are 12. 1, 2. 2 6 are 12. So I have 0.866 is the value of 1.732 divided by 2. 0.866. Sine 90 is 1. Sine 120. Now, before coming to sine 120, first let us write cos 0, cos 30, cos 60, cos 90 values also, because we know all these values, right, from 0 to 90 from the table. So what is cos 0? We know cos 0 is 1. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2, and we know the value of root 3 by 2 just now we got is 0.866. Cos 60 is 1 by 2, that is equals to 0.5, and cos 90 is 0. So now let us find out what is sine 120, sine 150, sine 180, cos 120, cos 150, cos 180 by resolving these angles. Okay. We need the value of sine 120. So put x is equals to 120 degree in sine x. So it will become sine 120. We can write sine 120 as sine 180 minus 60, because 180 minus 60 is 120. What is sine 180 minus theta? Sine 180 minus theta is sine theta, and we know 180 minus theta lies in second quadrant, so sine will be positive. So the answer is sine 60. What is sine 60? Root 3 by 2, and we know the value of root 3 by 2 is 0.866. So we got, when x is 120, y is equals to 0.866. Next. Similarly, let's find out this for cos 120. So put x is equals to 120 degree in cos. So cos 120 degree is equals to cos 120 can be resolved again as 180 minus 60. And we know cos 180 minus theta is cos theta, that is cos 60. But 180 minus theta in the second quadrant, cos is negative. So it will be minus cos 60. And we know the value of cos 60 is 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 is 0.5. So cos 120 is minus 0.5. And y is minus 0.5. X is 120. Next, put x is equals to 150 degree. So we know sine 150 degree is equals to sine of, how can we write 150 as? We can write 150 as 180 minus 30. We know sine 180 minus theta is sine theta, and in the second quadrant sine is positive, so it will be plus sine 30 only. We know the value of sine 30 is 1 by 2. So we got when x is 150, y is equals to 1 by 2, that is equals to 0.5. Similarly, find out cos 150. Again, 150 can be written as 180 minus 30, because we know 180 minus 30 is 150. So, but cos in the second quadrant, 180 minus theta means it lies in the second quadrant. In the second quadrant, cos is negative. So, we'll have minus cos of 30. We know cos 30 is root 3 by 2. So, we have minus 0.866. So, we got when x is 150 degree, x is equals to 150 degree, we got y is equals to minus 0.866. Now let us find out sine 180 and cos 180, which are the last angles before plotting the graph. So stay tuned, it's very interesting. So put x is equals to 180 degree in sine x. So sine 180 is equals to, how can we write 180? We can write 180 as 90 plus 90. We know sine 90 plus theta is in the second quadrant, so sine is positive, and sine 90 plus theta is cos theta, and we know the value of cos 90 is 0. So we got the value of sine 180 as 0. So when x is 180 degree, we can say y is 0. Why am I writing y? Because we have assumed y is equals to sine 180 here. Similarly, put x is equals to 180 degree in cos x. So in place of x, we are substituting 180 degree. So 180 can be written as again 90 plus 90. So we know cos 90 plus theta is sine theta, but it is in the second quadrant, means it is minus. We know the value of sine 90 is 1. So minus 1. So we got when x is equals to 180 degree, y is equals to minus 1. Substitute all these values in the table quickly. We have when x is 120, y is 0.866. When x is 120, y is 0.866. Next we have when x is 120, y is minus 0.5. Minus 0.5. When x is 150, y is 0.5. When x is 150, y is 0.5. Next we have when x is 150, y is 0.866 for cos, and it is minus 0.866. Next when we have when x is 180, y is 0. Next we have when x is 180, y is minus 1. So let us plot all these values in the graph. Before plotting, let me tell you that this is my x-axis, these both are my y-axis. So there will be two curves and one x-axis, okay? On the y-axis we have minus values, and on the x-axis we have all are positive. So we can take x-axis as much, and y-axis, positive y-axis here, negative y-axis here. So positive x-axis, negative x-axis, positive y-axis, negative y-axis. So since we have on x-axis 0, 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180, that is pi by 6, pi by 3, pi by 2, 2 pi by 3, 5 pi by 6 and pi. Let us plot those on the x-axis. We'll take 1 unit is equal to 2 centimeter. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This will be our 0, This is 30 degree, that is pi by 6. This is 60 degree, that is equals to pi by 3. This is 90 degree, that is equals to pi by 2. This is 120 degree, that is equals to 2 pi by 3. This is 150 degree, that is equals to 5 pi by 6. And this is 180 degree, that is equals to pi. Okay, this is extra, let it be. Next we have y-axis. What about y-axis? Here if you observe, here we have on the y-axis 0, 0.5, 0.866, and here we have 0, 0.5, minus 0.866. So what do you observe? We want 0, we want 0.5, we want 0.866, and minus 1, minus 0.866, and minus 0.5. We'll take 0, 0.5 and 1, and in between 0.5 and 1 we know 0.8 will be there, so we'll mark it like that. So 1, 2, again I am taking 1 unit is equals to 2 centimeter here. Zero, here I have 0.5, here I have 1, this is minus 0.5 and this is minus 1. Let us start plotting. If I want to plot 0.8 means this is suppose 0.6, 0.7, this is 0.8. Remember this. Similarly, if I want to plot minus 0.866, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8 and this will be 0.9. So somewhere here, minus 0.8. When x is 0, y is 0. So this is my point. Next I have when x is 30, y is 0.5. When x is pi by 6, y is 0.5 means this is my point. Next I have when x is pi by 3, y is 0.866. Means here. Next I have when x is 90, y is 1. Here. When x is 120, y is 0.866 again. So it will be here. Next I have when x is 150, y is 0.5. 150, y is 0.5 means this is my point. Okay, 0.5. Next I have when x is 180, y is 0. So this is my point. So let me quickly join all the points. First let me darken these points. It will look good. And now carefully join all these points together. So these I had plotted for y is equals to sine x. So which curve is this? This curve is y is equals to sine x. In what interval? 0, pi. Now let us plot the points for y is equals to cos x. When x is 0, y is 1. When x is 0, y is 1 means this is my point. Next I have when x is 30, y is 0.866. When x is pi by 3, pi by 6, that is 30. Y is 0.866 means this is my point. Next I have when x is 60, y is equals to cos x is 0.5 means here 0.5. Next when x is 90, y is 0. This is my point. X is 120, y is minus 0.5. X is 120, y is minus 0.5 means this is my point. Minus 0.5. Next I have when x is 150, y is minus 0.866. 0.6, 0.7, 0.8 means somewhere here. Minus 0.8. This was 0.5, this is 0.8. Here. Then we have when x is 180, y is minus 1. X is 180, y is minus 1 means here again. Now quickly join all the points together. So this curve is for y is equals to cos x, we know, in the interval 0 comma pi. Y is equal to cos x in the interval 0 comma pi. Now you can write the scale also in the graph. So you can write scale on x-axis we took 1 unit is equal to 2 centimeter, and on y-axis also we took 1 unit is equal to 2 centimeter. So this is our graph of y is equals to sine x and y is equals to cos x in the interval 0 comma pi. So we'll write here graph of y is equals to sine x, y is equals to cos x, and x-axis. In 0 comma pi interval. I'm underlining this. So this is how you plot the graph of trigonometric equations. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have understood this video, then please